6:49 p.m. Tuesday, April 9th, 2019, episode number 713 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Hello, Jonathan.
How are you?
I'm okay.
You're a little stiff, I know. Seth is it's a sleep injury, I think they call them.
Let me just say, it's episode 713, Yeah Dude, America Through the Eyes of Two American Americans. I woke up and literally could not lift my head off the pillow. I asked Google, it's a thing. Before I could finish typing it in, it's a
Not
thing.
depression, you mean. It's not just chronic, deep depression.
I don't know what it is. I
You got a crick.
thought it was old age. Jonathan said this can happen to even young men in their 20s, or are you just saying that?
I'm probably just saying that, but I've had it happen to me a few times in my life, but the first time it ever happened, I think I was spry.
20s.
I was a spry man.
Teens, maybe even.
19. You've slept funny. You've done
Okay.
something. It will go away, I promise. However, it is wildly debilitating. I know.
But watch this.
Look at this. Look at this.
Look at that range of motion. This is like that Brady Bunch. You're gonna fucking toss a big book in the neck brace and get busted.
I mean, if the tables were turned, if the shoe was on the other foot,
Yeah.
and this is how I would have woken up, I would have canceled the show. I would have been in a Korean spa immediately, and I'd be steaming myself and paying a strong little man to step all over
Two
my
tiny
body.
little men to walk on my body.
Walk on my bod.
I'm about Yeah Dude. Always have been, always will be. I'm going to read an obituary. We haven't done an obituary in
10 years.
a long time. But as an old man, let me get under the light. God damn.
Your injuries got you thinking about mortality.
Yeah,
so
so
put your glasses on.
let me get my bifocals on that I picked up at Rite Aid. All right, they're on the tip of my nose. Everything's going to be fine, I think. Ronald K. Siegel, a leading authority on psychoactive substances. Oh, I heard you turned your head there. You turned over.
Hello.
Who believed the war on drugs was futile because the pursuit of intoxication, drugs, alcohol, psychotropic plants, is permanently and deeply embedded in the psyche of every human being. Has unfortunately passed away from complications of Alzheimer's disease. He was 76. Siegel, a research professor with the Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Sciences at UCLA for more than 20 years, passed away last month at his home in Los Angeles. Through the ages and across the planet, humans have chased after mind-altering plants, alcohol, and other substances with such persistence that the desire to get high was a basic human drive, right up there with hunger, thirst, and sex, Siegel came to believe. Hunger, thirst, sex, Shadrach. In a sense, the war on drugs is a war against ourselves. I can't wait to start using that. Yelling that at the police. A denial of our very nature, Siegel wrote in Intoxication, Life in Pursuit of Artificial Paradise. His book on humankind's fascination with mood-altering substances. You'll be writing that down. Title again, please. Amazon, thank you. He also wrote Fire in the Brain and Whispers, a book about paranoia. Oh boy. Whispers. He was born January 2nd, 1943 in Little Falls, New York, graduated from Brandeis University. He later earned a doctorate at Dalhousie University in Halifax, Canada, where he experimented with the effects of LSD, marijuana, and other drugs on pigeons and mice. He said his interest in mind-altering drugs may have sprung from a boyhood trip to the dentist who gave him nitrous oxide, or laughing gas, it is sometimes known, as an anesthetic. That's like that little kid. That little David? Is that David? That little dentist fuck?
The one in the back of the car?
Yeah, like, I'm going to get fucked up forever now, Dad. Ah! I'm a fucking doctor.
That's not from nitrous, though.
What was that from?
I think they give him
actually,
like Dilaudid or something to put him under.
Whatever it is.
Which, when you put him out for wisdom teeth, you actually, because nitrous, like, it's a mild anesthetic and a euphoric thing, but then what
Dave he get?
He got like shot up with drugs,
Straight heroin,
like knocked out, had his teeth
GHB.
pulled, and then when he like came up, he was like high as fuck.
Toothless.
For, like,
I'm a toothless junkie now, Dad.
Yeah.
So basically, he'll grow up,
I got my wisdom teeth
never
out.
feel that good again, and be like, "What made me feel that good, Dad?"
Oh wait, I remember now.
Oh yeah, I'll get it on my own now.
I got my wisdom teeth out when I was
A boy.
no,
Oh.
I was a sober
Adult man.
young adult. And well, two things. First of all, I went in and was like, just so you know, like I'm a recovering drug addict, alcoholic.
Hello, my name is Jonathan.
You'll probably need to like give me more than you give the normal person because.
Oh, Jesus.
And they gave
you a tenth of what they give a child.
Literally, they gave me like what they give like a little girl's like dose.
Like Girl Scout.
Little baby girl.
We had a Girl Scout in yesterday. Give her half of what Sally got. I mean, him.
And they said, you count back after they put it into your IV. They were like, now just count backwards from 10. And they said I got to 9.
10.
But also, when I got up from the surgery, the 2 times I felt that good were that time. And
first episode of UhhYeahDude.
No, I mean drug wise, the that particular type of high. I got old formula Quaalude. I got to take an old formula like Quaalude, proper Quaalude, and it was like the best feeling I'd ever had in my life.
Santa Barbara 70s.
And
Quaalude.
then getting my wisdom teeth out, the feeling that I had when I came up from that surgery, I was like, this is
back, baby.
The best feeling I've ever had.
Drove to MacArthur Park right after. Sweet.
So good.
So right. This began a career devoted to studying and observing the cultural extremes of drug use. He lectured across the country, served on presidential commissions, and translated books on the subject that never before had been available in the United States, including the German classic Priestess of Morphine, The Lost Writings of Marie Madeleine. Amazing. Priestess of Morphine. I love that movie.
Love that band. Movie. I love that band about that movie. Movie about
in Keef, A Story of Intoxication, Love, and Death. He traveled to Czechoslovakia to study insects that seem to enjoy eating marijuana, watched Jimson weed-chewing buffalo on Maui, and talked to Vietnam War vets who recalled watching water buffalo persistently nibbling on opium poppies, returning again and again to the fields. When doing postdoctoral work at Albert Einstein College of Medicine in New York, he had been taught that humans are the only animals that deliberately intoxicate themselves. He reached a drastically different conclusion. Almost every species of animal has engaged in the natural pursuit of intoxicants. Siegel said his own experiments with drugs, chewing coca leaves in Peru, for instance, was limited, and besides, he had never had any difficulty finding volunteers to experiment with drugs. His own drug of choice was coffee. Not really a drug, but I guess it is, right? Technically, but come on now, really, it isn't. Right? No?
It's a mild stimulant.
Let's say probably not a drug.
Drug.
Cocaine's drug. Coffee might not be a drug. They were both the same, Mom. They were both drugs. Let's get cocaine at Starbucks. Cocaine, he said, is the most seductive drug on earth. And more than marijuana served as a gateway to the explosion of narcotic use in the U.S. in the second half of the 20th century. His research files also contain prescription records, historical accounts, and correspondence on the drug and alcohol habits of the nation's former presidents and leaders. President Andrew Johnson was rarely sober. Abraham Lincoln enjoyed chloroform, a recreational drug back in the day. And Ulysses S. Grant powered through his memoirs with the help of cocaine. The fact that we once had drunks and addicts as presidents is not to say we've made a poor choice in our candidates. It's just to say that they are representative of us. Siegel refused to take a stance on whether drugs now outlawed should be legalized. His position was that, legal or not, people will forever pursue them. They're medicating themselves. They're changing their mood. They're changing the way that they feel. These are legitimate medical uses. A marathon runner, he met his future wife, Jane Barak, while running on the track at UCLA. Together they shared a love of travel, opera, and UCLA basketball. Beautiful. Met her on the track. Hey, hot stuff.
Not that track.
Oh, shit. I get you. But again, hey, hot stuff. What mile are you on? You do cocaine? What are you into? You get fucked up? We all do. It's all good. Don't worry about it. No judgment. Come back to my van. Let's do some research. My husband likes to party.
You think he did more drugs than he let on?
Definitely,
because
definitely.
He wanted to be.
Oh no, I'm not doing clinical research. Yeah.
He wanted to not be dismissed.
Yes.
He didn't want his own personal choices.
Junkie. Yes.
To dismiss his research.
Yeah, those coca leaves, they treat you right. Because that air is already it's
seductive.
Cocaina? That's a seductive mistress. But it's the same as coffee. They're both drugs. Okay. I guess coffee is seductive. I guess it is if you go to like specific like
Starbucks Reserve.
Yeah, like baristas. This is a seductive blend. Is it though? Oh God, could I entice you with this intoxicant? Is it pure cocaine?
No,
it's like a light
it's
roast.
a latte.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wow, look at me. I'm barely awake. Literally has no effect. I guarantee you, if you took me and got me like a strong coffee right now, I would be like, I kind of feel it. If you laid out a rail and I did it, I would not just sit back down and just like, let's just watch TV. What's on tonight? Is Full Frontal with Samantha Bee on tonight? I'm totally chill right now after that fucking ganker I just had. Same as coffee.
It's all the same.
But they're both drugs. So my mother would, when she'd serve meatloaf. Well, it's just hamburger. You like hamburgers? Oh, I get you. I see. Not the same. Well, it's the same thing. Meatloaf and hamburgers from McDonald's. Really? Really? Your meatloaf is the same as a Happy Meal from Mickey D's. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. Both beef. Meat. Yep. Fuck. Semantics. You got to twist it.
It's
so great to get fucked up.
It's great.
You know what the opposite of great is?
Not getting fucked up.
Garbage time, not fucked up. So if it's a human need and natural,
No,
is human
not human. It's
oh,
an earthbound.
Yeah.
It's it's a part of
Across the
existence.
spectrum of existence.
Of being.
The bottom line is must get fucked up.
No, the bottom line is
Want to get fucked up.
no. It's not.
Oh.
It's wanting to
Get fucked up. Dreaming about
to change our environment.
the doors of perception.
Yeah, to escape, to leave, to change, to change our
Alter our perceptions.
alter our moods, alter our sensation.
It's natural.
AKA
hunger, thirst, sex,
Get fucked
cocaine.
up. But the idea that there is a like sex, like hunger, like thirst, that the pang for that is not something that we are responsible for creating.
Okay.
That
it is
our bodies,
within us.
our consciousness, our bodies long to be altered.
Yes. It's in our karmic vortex.
Now, whether or not that's a good, I mean, just like eating, like, yeah, well, we get hungry, but that doesn't mean like you can eat yourself to death. So many people are doing it. There's good and bad ways of doing that. There's ways, people can become addicted to sex and people can abstain from sex and live a totally, fruitful life. And
life.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but just that we're not responsible for the fact that our compulsion is to fuck with that reality, to alter ourselves. That doesn't come from some fucked up place per se. What we do in order to do that, maybe the choices that different people make,
maybe we take
absolutely. But that it is like the guy's saying, it's part of the human condition. It's part of being a living being.
Just breathe it in. The cocaine. I mean,
that cocaine.
It's as natural as that.
Yeah, but fucking crazy.
So I'll just live an unnatural life. I'll just do the opposite. Oh, so that's natural? Not only human? Jonathan said it was across all living. So it's the opposite of living, breathing things. So it means it's dead and not breathing.
Dead inside.
So it's toxic and bad. Great. Sweet.
The 150-year-old heart of a French priest is on tour in the U.S., a Roman Catholic relic with New York City as its latest stop. The heart has been to 28 states so far. It was on display at St. Patrick's Cathedral on Fifth Avenue, where both the faithful and the curious lined up to see the human organ behind glass. Cardinal Timothy Dolan, the Archbishop of New York, is to lead a Sunday procession venerating the heart of St. John Vianney, who was a priest in the southern French town of Ars, outside Lyon. He lived during the French Revolution, helping to hide priests on the run. Priests on the run. The tradition of preserving the body parts of saintly Catholics goes back to the Middle Ages in Italy. In the next week, Vianney's heart will be displayed in schools and churches in other parts of New York City, Staten Island, Queens, and Brooklyn, and Long Island, as well as other venues across the East Coast. The relic is to return to its permanent home at a French shrine in Ars in early June. The U.S. tour began in November.
Catch it while you can. Amazing show. Heart. I love that band. No. They will not be performing. What it is an old dead heart. It's in a case. You go by and you give it a little
Thank you.
Thank you, heart. Not creepy. Fucking shit, man. We just doing it. We're just doing it. Whatever fucking we're doing. You're going to bring that to schools? How's that going to go over in middle school? The heart that comes through. I'm sure the kids will take that dead serious. Oh, quiet. This is an old priest who saved and Lord and Jesus. Everybody. They'll be like partying, Snapchatting the heart, like fucking dabbing on the heart. I dabbed on the heart. Oh, my God. Kids. Come on now. Show some respect for this old dead heart. No. Serve us fucking tater tots. Fuck you. I don't learn anything. Love the heart and respect the dead heart. 8-year-olds. Fucking people. Oh, look at the heart. Really? That's what they used to do back in, what did you say? A long ass time ago? Yeah, it ain't then now.
It ain't then.
We did a lot of shit back then, yo.
It ain't then.
It ain't then now, yo. Oh, yeah, back in the day, we used to take hearts around and walk them around. Take heads if that's all we could get. Show them. Well, we did a lot of shit. We used to eat fucking bacon for breakfast with a glass of milk like 10 years ago. We learned like a lot in the last 10 years. Don't have bacon for breakfast. Don't carry hearts around and stick them in people's faces. Dead heart. Peep it.
Saintly Catholics.
Oh, Gatto.
Not saints, saintly. Saint-ish.
Saint-ish. Smidge. Skosh of saint.
Saintesque.
That's a beautiful heart.
What does it look like?
It looks probably janky.
Like
not like a heart.
Like jerkied?
Probably looks more like an old softball that got like left out in the rain for 40 odd years. You know? Maybe at a rundown amusement park at an old, throw the softball and not get it because the carnies are duping you. What's this old thing? I don't know. It could be a softball. It could be a saint's heart. I should hold on to it, maybe.
Put it under glass.
I'll put it under glass and just tell people it's a heart. Fucking man. I'm going to try to bend over and grab one of these.
Do you want me to hand you something?
Fuck, man. No, this gets me so mad I can pick it up watching fucking TMZ. And Rob Lowe's coming out of Craig's. And so they're asking him about, hey, Trump.
Oh, no.
Trump's going to shut the border down. And if he shuts the border down, we won't be able to get avocados. Rob Lowe turns to the camera. Gotta have my avos. Oh, that made me real mad. You gotta have your avos? Ooh. Gotta have my avos. And I will tell you, by the 4th of July, when the fucking California Avocado Board's new spokesman will be Rob Lowe, sitting on a big pile of avos, nude. Gotta have my avos. His dick sticking out of fucking 600 fucking unripened avocados. Unbelievable. My avocados come from fucking Mexico. Avocados from Mexico. What kind is that? What brand is that? Is that Haas?
You mean what species?
Species.
No, they're not Haas. Right? Oh, they are Haas.
What would they say? Avocados from...
I don't know what this
jingle.
is.
You don't know. You know
I
that
don't have television.
Oh, you don't have television. You have the radio? Seth, no, I don't have a radio.
Oh fuck! I didn't put my charger in this phone. This computer's gonna die.
Gotta have my avos.
They are Haas avocados, right? That's the ones that everyone seems to like. Amir's got a different kind.
Amir fucks with a different kind of cado.
He has an incredible tree in his backyard. But the species is different. They're
Culver
larger.
City, they grow cados over in Culver City, huh?
Gotta have my Culvercados.
Cados from Culver City. Yak my cados from Culver City. Gotta have my avos, he said. Oh, man. God, it's the little things that really...
Haas are the ones that most people know.
Are they from Mexico? Oh, it's not a brand name. It's a...
No, it's a species. That's why I said that.
Wow. God. You know a lot, don't you? You know a lot about fruit, right? That's a fruit.
Sorry, this is stupid to do
it's
right
all right.
now. There's different varieties. God damn it. Fuck it. Go ahead.
All right. Well, that made me mad. This, I guess, this is up to you if this makes you happy or if this makes you sad. Live PD, Saturday night, April 6th. Got a domestic in Slidell, Louisiana. Guy's dropping off $20 for his estranged wife for child support.
How much?
$20. So, I mean, it's obviously, Jonathan, it's fucking terminal velocity here, right?
So he came there to drop off $20, but then beat up his wife?
Yeah, he says he didn't. She gave a very detailed reenactment of
sane reenactment.
She's an actress in movies and television where she plays law enforcement officers, and so there was a lot going on. She commented on his glasses. The glasses came off. This fucking idiot, this dude. So this woman's telling us her story, and then they come into a very cluttered home. Lot of stuff.
Hoardish?
No, just
cluttered.
Just
stacked.
Yeah, that would be a good. Where is the line? No, not hoarding, just American.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm an American. Open. Like, just fucking. Should be a tour. We can bring Japanese people and just bring them to Slidell,
like,
knock on the door, and be like,
"Sleep in here."
Yes, good luck. It'll be $20 to lose your mind. Christmas tree, middle of the living room, fully decorated.
No.
Fully decorated.
That can't be a natural...
Saturday night, April 6th.
That can't be a natural Christmas tree.
I don't know what
it must be an artificial tree.
Listen, it's an absolute motherfucking Christmas tree. December 25th. Jesus Christ. Right there in Slidell. That's maybe a 30-minute drive from New Orleans. Might have to dip out to Slidell and see what they're doing, see what they're dealing with out there. Because New Orleans is one beast.
This wasn't a repeat episode.
No, this was a live episode
of the PD.
Came to drop off the $20 for child support. What are you talking about? You meant $20,000. Oh no, you dropped off a $4 $5 bills.
And Andrew Jackson.
And then dropped your glasses and fought about it.
Punched her for it.
Pushed her to the ground because she didn't like your glasses. I mean, how'd they find them? Because they fell in they're basically hanging on the Christmas tree as a new fucking ornament. It's like an angel. What's that? Is that an angel? No, it's my ex-husband Randy's reading glasses. I have them up there as a reminder that he owes me $20.
Well...
Oh, man.
Speaking of Louisiana, we have some live shows happening.
Oh, God, yeah.
That we should announce, or we should remind you guys to come to. April 20th, 420, Saturday in Los Angeles. Our first show in LA in 3 years. 2 shows. First one sold out. Some tickets available for the second show still. Get those. That is April 20th, 420, Saturday, at the Lodge Room in Highland Park, California. Come to that show. It's going to be fun. We're going to have exclusive merch. We're going to have stuff
exclusive comedy.
Exclusive comedy.
Exclusive sobriety.
But yeah, it's Seth's
But also
sober.
powerful marijuana use, I hope.
Exactly. Seth's sober
Is there
birthday.
any PMU in here?
We're gonna do a bong rip
powerful
competition.
Marijuana use. Oh God, you think my neck will be okay by then? I can't prowl the stage like this.
No, you'll be fine by then.
My
You'll be
God.
fine within 48 hours.
If you watch the film 48 hours
You have to watch
over and over again.
by the time you finish. Now, Saturday, June 22nd,
Second,
we will be at the Magic Bag
Magic Bag in Ferndale.
in Ferndale, Michigan.
Don't be afraid to hit that White Castle over on fucking Woodward. Pick up an Impossible slider.
Also,
Let me know.
there's like a new, what is it, Beyond Taco, Impossible Taco being sold at a Cadoba's or something over there too now. So we just got
We were
sent.
talking about that. That was the Del Taco.
No, not the Del Taco. This is another one I got sent today that in Detroit, they have like one of their restaurants has got a new
Oh, well, what we missed,
vegan.
what has happened since our last show is that BK dropped the Impossible in St. Louis at 59 locales. They're gonna try to drop the Impossible at BK.
We need that.
Flame fucking broiled.
But I haven't had the Beyonds the Beyond Tacos at Del Taco. I like walked up to the Del Taco the other night and like grabbed the door and
Grabbed the employee.
grabbed the employee. No, but in the door there's like a giant poster and it's like the future of taco is
Yeah.
here, but it's not until April 25th or
okay.
something. So I was a little bummed about that. But
So I took that poster.
so I ripped the poster
Took the
down,
van.
put it in my window,
Put it in the
my
van, just so I can get some sleep. Block
So
the
that's
sun out.
Saturday, June 22nd in Ferndale, Michigan at the Magic Bag. That's in the Detroit area. Come and visit us there. Then, July 6th,
That's a Saturday night.
a Saturday night
It's about a half hour away from Slidell, Louisiana.
in New Orleans,
If
Louisiana.
you live in Slidell and you can slide on in to the French Quarter,
We will be performing at One-Eyed Jack's in the French Quarter in New Orleans, Louisiana. Saturday, July 6th, 4th of July weekend. It's going to be it's going to be a fucking pop-off rager of a weekend in New Orleans, and we will be there. So please get tickets for those shows.
you have something in LA. I have something I'm going to mention, Michigan related and I think New Orleans related. Just to
And then lastly,
So sorry.
yeah, we just announced our tickets are available for Saturday, July 27th at the Murmur Ballroom in Brooklyn. We're in the main theater at the Murmur. If you've been there before with us, we'll be downstairs in the big room. The big room is seated, and tickets are actually it's like you got to get tickets and like you get assigned a seat. So right now,
like a movie theater.
yeah, right now, there's a few different types of tickets you can get, and if you want to be up close, get your tickets now. Murmur Ballroom.
17 Eastern Parkway.
That is Saturday, July 27th. Very excited to be
Anybody
coming
get tickets
back
to
there.
fucking see the Vessel in Hudson Yards. Hit me up. Like everything in this fucking country.
It's like sold out for 2.5 years.
Like, it's for everybody.
What is this
Is it
for?
though? Hudson Yards. They opened in New York. The new fucking. Hey, are you rich? Come by. Laugh at poor people with us.
So as Seth was saying, in LA news, on the same night as our show,
Whoa.
that afternoon, on your way to the show,
What am I gonna do before I get over to Highland Park?
Saturday, April 20th, 420, the blessing of the animals. Carry or walk your pet in the procession of farm animals and pets to be blessed. There'll be music, dancing at El Pueblo de Los Angeles, historical monument on Main Street. It is free from 2 to 3 p.m. on Alvera
I mean,
Street.
it's an all-day party. That's just
That's the blessing is from that time.
probably doesn't get fucking.
That's going to be a pop-off.
Don't get hairball at all. Wanky wanky. Please, come on. Let's run you through.
Meet this
rooster.
pig.
Yeah. You
Meet this farm
goats?
pig.
You want to get stepped on by a goat, or you want to chill at the crib?
But you need to get him blessed. So what do?
I bring my fucking clergy here.
Got you.
You know,
Do private.
My massages, I have to bring the table.
Get privates.
I get my fucking Franciscan monks. You come here. Bring that heart here. I ain't going to see it. Bring it into my house. Set it right there, like an obelisk. What is that? That's a dead old heart.
That's a saint's dead heart.
That's an old ass dead. Could be a softball.
We're not sure.
What's life?
Might be a softball.
In Albion, Albion, Michigan. This is about a 90-minute drive west of Detroit. Some of the very first T-ball players ever in the United States, they're working to create a museum to commemorate the sport, T-ball, its southern Michigan roots. Now, in this town in Michigan, they claim that it was invented in 1956. We invented T-ball. The T-ball that you know and love was invented right here. That sounds great. I was ready to stop there until Warner Robins, Georgia, it was like, Seth, whoa, what are they doing? So a bunch of old-ass fools that were like little kids in the 50s claim that they invented T-ball. Seth.
We invented T-ball.
We invented it. They say in 1958, 2 years later. I guess you can't really invent something if it's 2 years later, but who the fuck knows if they invented it in 56? They have no proof. Warner Robins, Georgia, the director of the recreation department, Claude Lewis, in 2006, a field was dedicated to him, the father of T-ball. And he says he's got a field named after him. I invented this in 1958. The year after they named this field for him, they win the Little League World Series. Sounds like they got fucking baseball in their fucking blood.
So you're.
Hold on. Thought I was done till I got a phone call from Starkville, Mississippi. What's this area code? Hello? Hey, is this Seth? Yeah. Hey.
I heard you're doing some.
Hey, I heard you're doing some shit about T-ball. I'm from Starkville, Mississippi. They invented T-ball in 1961. I guess the 50s didn't exist to them. But Starkville, Mississippi is the birthplace of Cool Papa Bell. St. Louis Stars of the Negro League. So fast, you know this. Cool Papa Bell could turn off the bedroom light and be under the covers before it was dark. So you tell me who invented T-ball. I don't know. Is it Albion, Michigan? Is it Warner Robins, Georgia? Or is it Starkville, Mississippi? What do we do? Suppose we have to take the kids from the town right now. I don't know who plays T-ball, what age they are, but it's pretty much going to be give us your best.
And put them up against each other?
Send your girls, send your boys. Who's the best? Because we're playing.
And then whoever's the best gets
credit for inventing it. Now, what else is there?
I don't know.
Unless somebody had footage shot on Super 8. Like, little guy, run. Get him, little guy. Wah! All stupid fucking wife beaters and dumbass fucking Guido hats that they all wore back in the day. How come they all look like stupid ass fucking Guidos back in the day? No matter where you were from. Y'all look like fucking wops from fucking Jersey. Even if it was like Georgia, y'all look like dirty fucking wops from Jersey. What? Because I wear a wife beater and an old Guido hat to the T-ball game? Fuck, man.
I think it was Michigan.
You think it was Michigan?
I think they're right.
I mean, they have 1956. They got that going for them.
We'll do some research. Maybe we got to go there and see.
Sorry, speaking of Italians, I can say that being 100% Italian. Right? Am I? I think I am. You never know. There's 23andMe, there's Ancestry. There's going to be another company that comes along that has better tech, and then it could all get upended. You know? Oh, they told you what? Doug, you're 98% Italian.
No, they're not going to have a renege on it. It'll just get It'll just get more refined.
Yeah, but I'm saying the refination.
The refination will not be, our bad. You're not a Neanderthal.
You're 102%. You're 96% Italian, 4% Neanderthal.
102% Neanderthal.
In New Orleans.
Yeah, bae.
Mayor LaToya Cantrell, I believe, will be at the show. Plans an April 12th apology to Italian Americans for what's considered the nation's most deadly lynching. 11 Italian immigrants were killed after acquittals in Police Chief David Hennessy's murder in 1891. So I guess the police chief was killed, and he was taking his last breaths. It could be apocryphal. From what I've gathered, another police officer came over to the chief.
Who done it,
Who
Chief?
did it?
Who done it, Chief? The Italians.
Dagos! Dirty Dago wops! Those dying words. So they round up every fucking gravy eater in the gosh darn town and have a trial, but they end up like getting acquitted, but they end up like murdering. Like, I think they're all innocent.
But wait, how did they acquit them and then kill them?
I think a mob killed them, like took them in the streets.
Oh, and then they acquitted. They were later acquitted.
Yeah. They were all acquitted, and it was like after, like, they still did it. He said gravy eaters. And then they, I don't know. You don't put gravy on an alligator po' boy. Get him. Stupid country. Love to just get them. Doesn't matter who they are. Are they not us? Then get them. What? Where are we? I don't care.
I feel threatened.
If they ain't us, I'm threatened. Get them. Okay. It's a good way to go about it, I guess. Like a fucking Twilight Zone. Monsters on fucking... Maybe they ain't us. Get them. He might be us. I don't care. We'll worry about it later. Will we? Ah, fuck. We were wrong. Ah, fuck it. Wrong before, we'll be wrong again. That's the problem. Oh, man. March 14th, 1891, New Orleans lynching. You might remember the 1999 HBO movie Vendetta starring Christopher Walken, which will be screening at the fucking show. I mean, Christopher Walken's a fantastic actor. There's a lot of great actors, but casting, as we know, we have a dear friend who's a casting director. It's pretty much 99% of the job. I'm going to go out on a limb. I ain't seen this movie. Christopher Walken ain't good in that movie.
You don't think?
No. No. Hey, I'm Giuseppe Walken. I'm for cut. Do it again. Dancing his little fucking Spike Jones. Stop doing that. This is like turn of the century. You're not a hoofer. This isn't a Spike Jones. Oh, I love to dance. Yeah. Nope. Not a chance.
So you think he plays an Italian
I
immigrant?
think he plays like one of the main,
You don't think he plays
No,
a
Clancy
Yat?
Brown plays the dude from Shawshank, who is like the scariest, like, he plays the police chief.
This movie might be good.
You think this is good?
No, because
An
Clancy Brown's
HBO
bad in a
movie
lot of
from
movies.
20 years ago?
He's bad in a lot of movies too.
Who?
Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown is one of those actors, like as we read in your father's reviews for his play, it doesn't matter the material, he always brings it.
So he always brings
always
it.
better than the material.
Always,
John Larroquette,
yeah.
Clancy Brown. Christopher Walken, let's slow down. Let's slow it down. I said Giuseppe. We didn't do it, hey. Did we do it? Hey. Yeah, anything.
We got to peep that. What year? 91?
1999.
99.
Around The Sopranos. Anything like before Prestige TV, like you can pretty much draw a line. You can't. No. Like if it was 2009, I'd be like, how the fuck did we miss that?
Yeah.
99?
Not so
the
much.
90s? I don't know, man.
Some high-waisted slacks and wife beaters.
Oh, definitely. Oh, this is gravy. Walking down LaTrue Street. Where's the magic bag? Oh, no, that's in Ferndale? My bad. Where's One-Eyed Jack? Say.
Oh,
Pretty
man.
stupid. Didn't realize that One-Eyed Jack is a euphemism for a certain thing. Makes perfect sense. Didn't realize till I did some research on that.
Euphemism for
A One-Eyed Jack.
for genitals? The Heinz.
That changes everything.
The Heinz Company.
I don't play crass places.
So we're not playing.
But maybe Magic Bag could be like that.
Like, I got.
Oh, yeah,
you
she's
know,
got a
that
magic bag, if you know what I mean. I didn't. Now I do. And we out. It's important.
The Heinz
The
Company.
lodge room, there can be any.
There's room to lodge your fucking junk in there.
Shit. Oh, yeah, you got to lodge your junk. It's all in the trunk. You lodge it. Well, we're out here.
You're gonna lodge in a room for a while.
Murmur Ballroom. You know the sound murmur, when you.
It's like a motorboat.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Motorboat and murmur, 80s, Porkies. Yeah. Great. So can't play a show in America. Sweet.
Heinz ketchup. The Heinz Company.
Good company.
They dropped recently the mayo must, which is mustard mayonnaise. Mayo stirred mustard mayonnaise. That's right. Was that Mr. Show? That was their whole skit back then. Mayo Q, which was barbecue and mayo. Both of these I'm totally down with.
Okay.
Now they've dropped Cranch, which I can only assume is buttermilk ranch dressing, or just ranch dressing with ketchup.
Special K?
Ketamine?
Ketamine
And ranch.
and ranch. Cranch. That's a sound you make when you fall out of your seat. When your head hits the coffee table.
Snort a rail.
Crunch. That's some intense shit. We love a collab. We love to mash.
Well, we love sauces.
We love sauces, dressings, condiments.
But you like Vegenaise, right?
Love Vegenaise.
You like barbecue sauce?
Not really.
You like mustard?
I like Dijon mustard occasionally if I'm feeling fancy.
So you would be down with like a Vegenaise Dijon? A Dijonaise.
Depending on the month.
Okay.
Depending on my mood.
I think they're all probably good. The only one that doesn't seem good is that Cadbury's one. That I don't think we're even going to get it here. The UK one. They took a Cadbury egg and mayonnaise and like mixed them together. It was like very limited.
Is that some like?
And I thought it was like a dupe. I thought it was like April Fool's, but
British
it's like
shit?
not. Yeah, it's like a real thing.
Yeah, I don't know what they do because they mix a lot of tandoori spices up in there. I don't know the full flavor profiles of the UK. You know what I mean? You went to a fucking footy. They'd be serving food at the. You'd be waiting.
Be
in
like,
line.
what the fuck is this
menu?
What is this?
Oh yeah, mate.
Currywurst, fucking
curry dip it, mate. Do it, footy, mash
fucking
it, flash it. Oasis, dummy.
Chutney,
My
fucking
bad, yeah.
So
Chutney
much
Oasis, like Liam Gallagher Supreme. What is this?
Yeah.
Eat it, mate. Damn it, Margaret Thatcher or something.
brown sauce.
Brown sauce. What? Eat it, mate. Queen. Sex Pistols.
The band?
Johnny Rotten. Okay. What? Jonesy's Jukebox. I guess. I'm sorry. Don't know. Different places.
Different
tastes.
Different ideas.
You know, when Tottenham is playing Sundenwall in the big footy match, I guts to watch.
I have a long thing. You have something you want to... This
No.
is... Okay. Acetaminophen. This is the medical...
Not on that right now, am I?
No, we determined that you weren't.
I'm on ibuprofen.
Yes.
Okay.
Medical Express. It's in the psychology and psychiatry section. Acetaminophen can reduce positive empathy for others. A new study by an Ohio University faculty member showed that acetaminophen limited positive empathy a person has for others while taking it. The study, titled a social analgesic, acetaminophen reduces positive empathy, was conducted by visiting assistant professor Dominic Michkowski. In the study, 114 participants were either given 1,000 milligrams of acetaminophen or an inert placebo. The experiment was conducted double-blind. Neither the study coordinators nor the participants were aware if they were being given the acetaminophen or the placebo. You with me?
I'm with you. I don't want to throw us off track.
Okay.
But I think I read another study that men are more susceptible than women at placebos. I suppose that could be a whole other another conversation of.
Interesting. It means our minds are weaker,
Are probably dumber,
more feeble, more gullible.
More gullible.
After an hour.
Oh, so you do think I'm hot and awesome? Awesome. Damn it.
You lied. Got me. After an hour, participants looked at 4 scenarios describing 2 men and women having a positive experience. While looking at each scenario...
In what form? They were looking at would you say a video or what?
No, after an hour, participants looked at 4 scenarios.
I wonder.
I think it was like pictures, video, or drawings.
I mean, it's a drawing of people fucking would be so much different than in a room watching them fuck.
Like a Oculus Rift.
Yeah. Or like they drive you to a fucking peep show or something. This is so much different than that like Titanic
drawing,
fucking sketch.
The drawing you showed.
Great. Look at those jugs. They're drawn. Wow. Charcoal jugs drawn.
They looked at 4 scenarios describing 2 men and women having a positive experience. While looking at each scenario, participants rated how positive they felt the scenarios were.
That's weird.
How much pleasure they thought those in the scenario were experiencing.
That's even weirder.
And how much pleasure the participants themselves were experiencing while reading these scenarios.
Okay.
So this is like erotic fiction.
Erotic fiction. Or it could be, I don't know what. maybe it's a family on a boating trip.
Oh, like a smiling boat.
It could just
boat
be
family.
like boat family enjoys being rich.
So sorry. They were rating how much pleasure they themselves were experiencing
Like
reading the scenarios
reading it.
and how much empathy they had for the people in the scenario. This is janky.
I mean, man, it's
The study
science,
found
so-
that while the acetaminophen reduced personal pleasure and empathic feelings, it has no effect on perceptions of pleasure and positivity. Quote, I'm still surprised about the striking psychological effects of such a common painkiller such as acetaminophen. However, based on previous research, we expect acetaminophen not only to reduce empathy for pain, but also empathy for pleasure. It is nice that it came out that way. This is not the first time that Machowski has looked at acetaminophen and its effects. In 2016, he published a study also looking at it.
He's obsessed.
Quote, we conducted the original study to test how pharmacologically reducing pain responsiveness via acetaminophen also reduces responsiveness to the pain of others.
So if you take acetaminophen, it helps reduce the pain that you took it for, but it also...
But why is that then? That means it's not truly reducing the pain. It's reducing the capacity for you to identify and feel the pain, and thus that experience is experienced within you, but also outwardly to the
while
world.
reading.
While reading
Reading
erotic
about pleasure.
fiction.
So it's saying don't read Hustler letters or Playboy advisors
Or Penthouse Forums.
while on acetaminophen.
Yeah.
Because it would have a placebo effect.
It'll have no
But does
effect.
it differentiate between man and woman reading that?
That I don't know. Maybe
Because
that's
men
what he'll
just
get
being
into.
more susceptible to placebos
maybe
anyway.
Get into next.
More susceptible.
So is
to
that what's
placebo-
happening? It's not
It's
it's
not
not
that it's-
reducing.
I don't know.
It's not eliminating the actual symptoms. It's altering psychologically how our brains process the pain.
What is that? I want some of that. That sounds mind altering.
During the previous study, participants respond to written scenarios. He loves these written scenarios about
Obsessed
somebody
with two things: the written word and acetaminophen.
to written scenarios about somebody in physical or emotional pain. The current study was aimed at expanding on the previous findings. These expanded results are important when it comes to fully understanding the effects of acetaminophen. Acetaminophen is found in many popular over-the-counter pain and fever-reducing medications. Quote, given that an estimated quarter of all U.S. American adults consume a drug containing acetaminophen every week,
Right now.
this research truly matters.
So it could be affecting your interpersonal relationship with somebody very close to you. Could be 100% due to the fact that they woke up, couldn't get out of bed because of their neck, and took acetaminophen. How come you don't listen to me? I told you.
Fuck, that's weird.
I told you my favorite coworker just got fired. Do you have any empathy
For that.
for that person named Erica? What? No. My neck doesn't hurt though. Give a fuck. I don't understand. So the brain is very complex. We're only just probably in the beginning stages of gathering any information. Just in time when we're dead, they will know in the brain like fucking everything. Why everybody does everything will be precog determined at birth. Like, oh, that little bump right there, psycho fucking path. You know? We didn't have that. Damn it. We don't know shit. We're in the worst stages because we're just dipping in. Up until, whatever, we knew nothing about nothing. So it was just like, we don't know anything. But now we know like 1%, and that's enough. We know 1%. We pretty much know 80%.
No,
Nope.
that's when
And that's
where
the
you blow yourself
Yeah,
up.
so now we're in that fucking...
Like before you had the actual ingredients, you couldn't blow yourself up. You just bounced your head against the wall for
Don't
a
even turn
million
the oven
years.
on. We can't even make this fucking cake.
Now
we have
it's like
eggs and flour.
and
It's
like-
a cake. It's delicious. Where's the frosting? Do you need that? For the cake? For the birthday cake? I thought you just needed eggs and flour and a candle. Okay, so that's where the problem is. We get
That's when it gets
so
very
excited,
dangerous.
we jump ahead.
Very dangerous.
Oh, man. And this guy's a fucking obsessed with erotic fiction and acetaminophen. He's probably, there's definitely colleagues of his that are like, that dude is fucking loco. You ever open up the drawer in his desk? It's loose acetaminophen, 500 of them. He just takes them by the handful. And then the other, it's just
Penthouse Forum.
weird erotic fiction that he writes. Dinosaur erotic fiction. The Tyrannosaurus.
Jurassic.
The
erotic.
Jurassic fucking erotica. The T-Rex felt me coming from behind him, stalking him. You fucking creep. What? I have a lab coat on and I have all this schooling. Fuck. Jonathan, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I'm a senior citizen, but I'm very active on social media. What does that mean? That
means Facebook.
So, right there, there's a problem. This isn't like, again, our grandpa that on the gram that we got him. See my grandfather's fucking Instagram? It's fucking insane. It's like 140,000 followers. Really?
Instagrams.
It's crazy. So he's just talking about Facebook.
I think so, yeah.
I'm very active on Facebook. I've noticed that my adult children and grandchildren tend to share big announcements publicly without first notifying their close family members. Is this the new normal? Or am I expecting too much from them? It really stings when I read that they are expecting a baby or about to finalize an adoption or realize that they didn't really notify me before they went public with it. Am I being unrealistic? I haven't said anything to them about it, and I likely won't. Could you share any insight onto this? I'm just a grandpa. Oh, just a grandma. See, that really... I hate to make things... It's not about gender, but could that be a difference? Just a grandma. This is the same, right? Grandma's on Facebook. I don't know what that means. So what does that mean? That's a...
What does what mean?
What is a grandma on Facebook? What would that mean? What kind of shit's grandma she's talking about?
Well, just because she says she's active doesn't mean that she's constantly ranting about the state of the world. It just means that she stays actively in contact with friends and family.
She is using Facebook.
I think what she's asking is a completely and totally valid query, especially for someone of her generation, whatever that may be. It could be our age for all we know, because everyone I know is like a grandparent now.
Bad baby's grandmother, it could be 40.
But just to be in my day, you immediately you notify immediate friends and family first, let them know, and then you would make an announcement to the world. And now people's assumption is that I'm going to do it all at once because all we really care about is just being seen and recognized and liked. So I don't care if it comes from my grandma or some dude that I blew in high school.
Don't care.
I just want everyone to know.
I want everyone to know
all at once.
Yeah.
But it's totally
totally valid. Grandma's like,
I've definitely felt
you've done it
that
way.
Wait
a minute, I just found out.
I've definitely felt that way.
Hey, I read on Facebook.
I should have
adopted a baby. I didn't get a text on that.
You didn't text me about that.
You didn't fucking get me on that.
No time in the adoption process.
Never asked me about my thoughts on adoption. No, we didn't. Oh, so let me get this straight. You blew me once 30 years ago in high school, and now you want to adopt a baby? And you never once reached out to me 30 years later to be like, hey, dude, I blew 30 years ago. What's your thoughts on adoption? Psst, fucked up.
This is fucked up.
This is fucked up, man. I thought you blew me. It's a fucked up world we live in now. But that's social media, I guess.
I think for the grandmother, it's totally understandable that she would want.
Yo, how about a fucking
call her,
Skype me, fucking let me in on this.
But that is because,
literally, why
we don't
is your
have
fucking hairstylist?
We don't have any class anymore.
We have no fucking class or decorum anymore. Yeah. Essentially, that's what it is.
It's basically what it is.
So your manicurist was on Facebook earlier than I was. So let me get this straight, bitch. You came out my box, and your manicurist found out that you're having a baby before you told your mom or grandma or whatever. You came out of the box that came out of me. You know what I mean. It's a succession of boxes.
Your manicurist isn't involved.
And she isn't involved. I had the mom had you.
It's
You'll
box
have another.
totem.
It's a fucking, what is it?
Totem box.
Totem mandala of boxes. Why does everybody at the fucking salon know? And not your grandma. Because you said it. No fucking class.
No decorum.
No decorum. All it takes. And just how nice that would be for grandma to get that phone call. Could you turn down Judge Judy for one moment? I have amazing news.
We are with child. Grandma.
Grandma, we are with child.
Wanted to let you know before we told our manicurists.
Before they know, before my Pilates instructor has any idea what's growing inside me, you shall know, Grandmama. We don't care anymore, though. We don't differentiate anymore.
That's what it is.
Between, like, the homies and the fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah. The barista.
Yeah.
Oh, Wendy, my barista. I see her every morning. She's like family.
She's basically
She's like
family.
your grandmother?
Almost the same.
Probably more.
Probably
more.
I like her more.
She watches much less Judge Judy. I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
You see Wendy 5 times a week. You see your grandmother once or twice a year.
Yeah.
So whenever she finds out, she finds out.
Yeah. But Wendy needs to know before you go in
Wendy,
the next day.
when, she doesn't usually leave a name because she doesn't have to until you whisper like, you might want to put expectant mom on there. Ah! This latte's on me. Well, Grandmama, do you give me free lattes?
When I get pregos?
When I get pregos? Maybe then you'll find out. Bye. Oh, fuck.
Totally understandable.
It's totally understandable. And she's trying to stay active so she can be in the mix. She's doing her part to
Maybe
be
how else
in the
how
mix.
else is she going to find out? She's not getting told otherwise.
Well, she needs 100,000 on the gram. And until then, who gives a fuck? I think grandparents need to understand that. First and foremost, you get 100K on the gram and you're back in the family.
I'll tell you first about everything because I need you to repost
Because you
for
got to
me.
post it when you're drinking that Bang Energy. Then when you do that, then we'll talk. Grandma? Grandma, can I get a 30-second video of you squatting and then making a Bang Energy protein drink? Until then, you won't know when I'm pregnant. Now, repost that for me if you could. Yeah, dude, America. Through the eyes of 2 Americans. Been doing this old podcast since February of 2006. It's now April of 2019, and this was our 713th episode. Just having a conversation, and we thank you for being a part of that conversation. You can always contact us through the USPS. Look me up. I'm in the book. You can always call our toll-free voicemail if there's anything you'd like to share that we've talked about, any insight you'd like to give, explanations, corrections, 888-842-2357. We cannot thank you enough for listening. One way at least we get to press the flesh and say thank you in person is if you get a ticket with your loved ones and you come see us live. So
you
can do
quite a few opportunities to do that over the next few months.
LA, April 20th, Ferndale, June 22nd, New Orleans, Don't Lean on the Lean on July 6th, and Brooklyn, New York on July 27th. And that's nice because then it's just really crazy to get to...
It's going to be so
all
nice.
Zeros and ones out there, and it's nice to...
It's we're just stoked to be coming back out. I know we've taken a little time off, and now it's like back in, and we're looking very forward to coming to all of those places. So
and everyone
get
that
tickets so we can make it a blowout.
Everyone that's taken the time and just gone on Patreon and said, you know what, I'm going to help out my dear friends. Cannot thank you enough.
Thank you very much. If
you're thinking about doing that,
please do.
You know how good you feel about yourself?
We are commercial free. We're advertising free. And the way that we live from this show is by you showing your support at Patreon. You can also get access to video versions of this show, archives of the old episodes, discounts on merch, etc. So please consider throwing us a couple of bucks on Patreon.
That quality feeling of being part of a sort of PBS NPR type family where you're proud of the programming and you want to help support that.
God damn it.
Gosh darn it.
I mean, I'm on Instagram, and you can email me at uhyd@me.com or UhhYeahDude@gmail.com.
Love that.
Come back, 888-842-2357, our toll-free voicemail if Seth didn't already say that.
Please
and I'll come back for our next episode, 714.
If you could just be a dear.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.